Greetings, everyone. Blessings, wholeness, and balance. Jesse Tree here with my good friends and Sangha and community in Ethereum Pranic lifestyle, Shana Dean, and my teacher and friend Elitom Elami. And we just wanted to get together today and be in community and have a conversation about the breatharian lifestyle and the way to segue into it in case you're interested and called to this lifestyle. And even if you're not, this lifestyle has healing potential and benefit for you that you could apply at any level. Um, so to give my background real quick, I've been a liquiditarian for the last 4.5 years. Elitom came and taught with me and gave me sort of transmission that really helped me in great many ways. I want to thank you again for your instruction, Elitom, because it really improved my life. And we're always thinking about things you say and sharing them as part of the wisdom of our family life, you know. And the way I see it, there's this whole thing, and from your instruction, the way I understand it, is just continuing to build the energy in the body and ennoble the energy and refine the chi, so to speak. And it's the primary way, but there's all these methods, and there's a segue. I know for myself, it went from standard American diet to raw food and sun gazing and meditation to eventually dropping meals to liquiditarianism, and that's generally what's thought of, but I think it happens differently for all of us. So I just want to open up with that, and I'll let you guys take it away from there and give us some of your wisdom nuggets, my brother.
All right. Thank you for inviting me and also Shana. I know she can speak for herself. But you said the key words about this is a health journey. Health. And the root word is heal. And as you're healing, because your body is always seeking healing because we're using it. You're living a life. It is taking stress on it, maybe different levels of it just by using it. But however, this journey should be fun. It's fun being healthy. Okay, you hear that now. It's fun being healthy. And it's all about energy. I was talking to somebody yesterday where I said, even when you look at the world, it's all about energy. When we say there's a first world country and it's a superpower, it's in that position because it figured out methods to get more energy. And when you get more energy, you build better technology. Technology just means techniques. Now let's bring it down to an individual person. If you want a better life, you got to figure out how to get more energy because that's what it's all about. And then when you get more energy, it'll open you up for more technology, which is techniques. So you said the key words where you said there's many different methods and ways. Those are techniques. That's technology. See, I'm teaching on a scientific level. Now, people in the spiritual community and the holistic community is scared of that word. It just means knowledge. Don't be scared of knowledge. Does this make sense? Knowledge gets rid of ignorance. Knowledge removes darkness so you can see. You got to learn something. So when you're working with yourself, you got the equipment. So you got to learn the techniques, put it in your lifestyle, a style of living that's continual, that's sustaining. So you can develop it to get another energy source. That's what food is. We all know when you're growing up, it's better to grow up in a household that has food than a household that doesn't. Let's be real. So you're figuring out a new way to get another energy source. And I just did a video pointing out to people what's the primary energy source. It's the cosmic solar energies. That's right in everybody's face. It's obvious. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll let y'all take it away so we can soak on that a little bit.
Well, I'd like to say too, talking about technology, your body is the highest level of technology. I mean, this right here is amazing what you can do with your brain and your body. So, and it's about the breatharian wisdom, right? Knowledge
Mhm.
and wisdom will get rid of ignorance, but the wisdom is what you step into when you're stepping more into the light, when you're stepping into your true essence, which is source
Mhm.
energy. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, and then you are running some fine, very
Right.
fine technology right there. You're all lit up. You've just stepped right into being the light being that you are, and that's what this path is
Mhm.
about.
I,
Absolutely.
And
I,
it's clearing the blocks, like you said. So what are the things that are blocking you? The heavier foods, the lower
Mhm.
thoughts that you might be having, stress, or whatever it is, your environment, if that's challenging. There's so many little things. It even could be, maybe I didn't stretch enough today, or I've got a kink in my neck. It could be as simple as that.
Absolutely.
It's removing all the blocks in your life, from your diet to your body to your mind, your environment,
Mhm.
everything.
Absolutely. Thank you. And you said the key words. The body is the best technology. You're not going to enjoy life as the body goes. That's why this journey is a health journey all the way. That's how you're measuring it. And you know when you got more energy or you don't have more energy. You're living with yourself every day. So you got to go back and ask yourself, where did I just spend that unnecessary energy on? What can I do to maintain my energy? And you're doing this day by day. It never ends. See, I just seen a thing today where the, the oldest recorded person was 122 years old. And there's a woman who just died who was 119. And they said from 1950 up until now, we've got at least 150 to 600 people around the planet who hit 110 years old. See, we as humans don't know what the age limit we could go. We don't. But in a science arena now today, they say that the person who's going to hit immortality is living right now. The knowledge is here. We know what makes us sick. And when you look at the diseases that is out there, they're preventable diseases. It could have been prevented. This is what the breatharian knowledge is teaching. First, you got to heal yourself before you can get more energy into the vessel. You just don't jump straight in and you sick and you think you're going to be sustained. That don't even make sense. The energy will make you stronger. Now, Shana used that word light, and she's actually right. You got to come up under the light. Now, let's make it real what it is. You got an electromagnetic field coming around the body. We used to call it the aura, but we updated our things. It's the same thing. That electricity, now back in the 1800s, see, even this civilization we living in, the electricity we're using this internet right now, that came from somewhere and it grew. It just didn't start out all at once. People brought in different methods, techniques, got more knowledgeable on how to use the light, how to use electricity. And Faraday proved that the electromagnetic field, because he took a piece of metal and found out if you put it near a magnetic field, it will push the electrons and you just created an electrical circuit. The reason why you have an electromagnetic field, you got electricity going through your body. It's pushing the electrons so you can have it. But then there's another scientist that came by a couple decades later. He said that electromagnetic field is the light. You see how it all connects?
Mhm.
So we're telling the truth. You're coming up under the light to develop a stronger electromagnetic field so you can have a stronger energy pulse coming through your body with the techniques. And it takes time to grow, just like you grew when you was a baby, for you to become a teenager, for you to become an adult.
Mhm.
It takes time.
I love it. I love everything you just said, especially going into the whole thing of like longevity sciences with respect to breatharian science, breatharian practice, or I know you're using solitarian. I kind of think of it as elemental, light being, there's so many, we are all light beings ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
And the spinal column is like this big electrical, it's like the superconductive part of you. And your
Mm-hmm.
skeleton is superconductive, conductive, a resonator. I forget a number of things,
Right. Transducer, all of this.
and your DNA is actually a light wave, and it's crystalline, like transmitter receiver, as is your pineal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this thing of like the sciences of ancient times, like I think of the Buddhist light body transformation, where
Right.
they actually evolve into light and leave gems behind, you know.
I love this. You know, Yogananda said that the spine is the highway to the cosmos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our body, the physical body, is the casing for the spirit, right? For the light. And how can we enhance that light through our minds? There's a really interesting book out called Healthy at 100. I don't know if any of you have read it, but it was a look at all the cultures and the people around the world who lived to be 100 and beyond, and what were their habits like. Well, yes, they ate very little. They ate more natural vegetarian foods. They were very physical. Exercise was naturally part of their lifestyle. Guess what else was a part of their lifestyle? They had passion. They had a reason for getting up in the morning, and they did something. They didn't just sit around at home watching TV or anything like that. So they had the oomph to get up, and the excitement and the passion that drove them in their day-to-day life. Not only that, they lived in cultures where their age was respected, that it was actually
Mm-hmm.
benefit the older you got, the more respect you received. So what does that tell you? It's all up here, right? Yeah,
Right.
taking care of the body, but if we feel respected, if we feel excited, if we have that reason for getting out of bed, if we have these higher states of being, our light, our vibration gets higher and higher and brighter, and we are growing this light body that we are until we become the crystalline being that we actually truly are. But we're getting
Absolutely.
any mindset that's in our way, right? And we're
Oh,
just
absolutely.
staying high and bright in the mind and in the body, being very physical too.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for saying that. You went straight to the mind, because that's what it boils down to. Everything is mental. Now, in science, they will tell you there's a mind-body problem. That's what people are suffering from. And when we teach the breatharian message, we're saying it's a holistic lifestyle. And the definition is mind, body, energy connection. Or you can use the word spirit. You know, it's the same word, same thing. We're talking about the technology of it. And in ancient times, they said everything is mental. See, your mind is your body. When you change the body, it changed your way of thinking. When you change your thinking, it changed the way your body behaves. They must come together on this journey. So you're doing a whole lot on this journey. This isn't no quick fix. We're not preaching that at all. This is a lifelong, you want something that's sustainable. Then we say this, that can last for the long haul. It's sort of like a person, anybody can lose weight, but can they maintain keeping it off? You're living this life. You're here to live, not just sit there in one place. Oh man, did we say this?
Absolutely. We're beings of flow. We're meant to
Yeah.
the energy, our bodies moving through space, like it's and it's a joy to flow. And I love what both of you said. On the one hand, that's something I've researched. The joy practice is actually the key most health secret,
Mm-hmm.
and then also this thing of like your body is your mind, your subconscious mind, as you
Right.
told me, I think, was everything below the neck. Um,
Absolutely.
people are dealing with these bad programs that they're trying to purge out of their life and their lifestyle and way, but they don't think to the body. They don't so the practice of meditation, the practice of fasting and juicing, or getting the body more electric, that's something else that comes to mind for me, being sort of a herbalist and a farmer person, of like getting people that good nutrition that is going to electrify their body. All these different forms of light we're trying to get it, the high biophotons in the raw foods, get the light from under the sun, get the light coming up from the earth, and I like this whole idea of earth, wind, fire, water practice. So you're doing breath practice, air practice, you're getting good waters, you have good earth in terms of the food you eat, or even like the barefoot practice where you absorb good microbes through your skin or touch the earth, fire practice, getting under the sun, getting movement, and how key and fun it is to interact with these elements of nature like a child, you know. And
Absolutely.
And have you ever tried doing all of that at the same time? In other words, sitting under the sun, breathing through your feet and earthing.
Right.
Right? And breathing that Gaia energy through the soles of your feet while under the sun. You will not be hungry if you did that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got so much research out there showing a person in the summertime months, they'll have higher testosterone, higher estrogen, nails will grow longer, hair grow faster. That's showing you. That's why I came out with the Solitarian. I at least showed you something you can physically see, so we won't be half stepping.
Right? Because in the summer, you're barefoot, you're under the sun, and then you're happy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're traveling, but it's just different. It's very different.
And that shocked people one time where I said, this is dealing with the laws of physics. See, what that is saying is Einstein say everything is energy, whether if it's unseen or unseen, everything is energy. So physics is the knowledge that knowledge that connects physical matter with the invisible energy. That's the knowledge that connects it. So when we say what Joe was just describing, connected to the earth, getting the sun, your body is under the laws of physics if you realize it or not. That's why this is a science. That is a science. When the photons hit your skin, it activates the calcium. Then it creates something else. So we call it, well, they say vitamin D, but it's the hormone that we call D. It's a hormone. So that means right there, that's telling you that certain interactions you do with the forces around you bring off certain stimulations of the hormones in the body. See, this is an education. This isn't ignorance at all. Mm-hmm. Did I say this? This isn't for an ignorant person. This will really educate you about yourself and the world that you live in, which is you.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Oh, man, did we say this?
Aho. Definitely. It's I think we're actually living in a heaven realm. And
yeah,
that we could create heaven with, as you guys, we've all, it's chanted out in the community a lot, mind manifests, etc. Like,
right,
we would create a heaven on earth. It's a matter of
we're creators
and our outlook, and our actual joy that we cultivate, and that health, whatever brings you health, is bringing you that level of joy, to that.
Absolutely.
Feel well and you want to go do stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever had a meditation that was so high you just felt totally blissed out, just in a whole other realm, not even in 3D,
right,
where you're out of your body and you're just feeling just waves of bliss? That is heaven on earth. That is bringing heaven into the body. That is when you are merging with your source and your creator. That is food. I say my favorite form of pranic nourishment is bliss.
Absolutely.
And it's so important to be able to tap into that. I always say your meditation isn't over until you feel bliss.
Right.
As often as you can feel bliss in your life, however you can bring that to you, make that your goal.
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you said that, because I was just reading a thing where, okay, the sunlight again, or the light, through meditation, it actually activating certain hormones in the body, because when you relax, the relaxation response allows more light in the atmosphere to come through the body, and it will activate the hormones like estrogen, the testosterone we was talking about, the human growth hormone, they excite your mood. And those make you feel that way you're feeling, but those are actually chemical reactions taking place. And then they said it's addictive like a drug. You want more and more. See, meditation is the foundation, because you're learning to get stress off the body so it can naturally do its function and live.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because that even goes into the physical realms. If you're doing a detox, you're trying to, let's say, heal any kind of gut dysbiosis you might have, right? If you have candida, I guarantee you will not be able to cure your digestive system if you're in a state of stress and anxiety.
Right.
You have to move into a state of relaxation. No matter how many herbs you do or how many cleanses you do, you have to balance emotional systems in conjunction with your other activities to really clear the physical body. And that's just stage one of the breatharian path, right? Is really inner terrain balanced. And then when you go into these higher realms, when you are cultivating your light body, the meditation is key. It is key on so many levels. Relax.
Right.
Yes.
Because one of the secrets is, and I'm going to just throw it to you, you're actually relieving stress off of your internal organs.
Yes.
The more stress you relieve off of your internal organs, the more light can come into the body. That's why you want to meditate constantly. And energy in a body, which we call the Shakti energy, you understand? It's always rising upwards because heat rises upwards. That's the laws of physics again. We ain't skipping nothing. You're getting educated how to use your body, how to use this bio machine, this bio computer, so you can have the best life possible. Oh man, do we say this?
Absolutely. This is juicy. This is so juicy. I especially love the way you tie it into science. I grew up in a scientific community, and there's nothing wrong with this. Is just validating what we know through our experience and wisdom of the ancients, right?
Well, check this out. Every civilization did get grown by science, knowledge. It takes a knowledge to start a civilization. It wasn't spooky. To build the pyramids and coordinates with the stars and the constellations, somebody was calculating. Math always been here. Pi was way
I have
back
to say
then.
something too. So most mathematicians will tell you they received their highest equations in dream time and through spirit.
Through energy, right.
So where does science really come from?
Right.
Right. Where is this?
But it's up for us to, we got the knowledge, use it. It came to you because it was them.
Right, right. And the clearer you are, the more you are available
right.
downloads and this information. You don't have to go looking for the knowledge. You receive the knowledge. You have it already.
I try to get people not to be scared of this word science.
Yeah.
Don't be, it just means knowledge, just like gnosis in ancient times means knowledge. Da'ath in Hebrew means knowledge. We just use the word science today means knowledge. Don't be scared of it. That's why there's a scripture says my people are being destroyed for lack of knowledge. But the next part says because they rejected it. And I hear this little push at times. Stop it. Stop pushing. It's okay. Open up and learn how to use yourself.
And I truly think the best knowledge comes from your intuition. I always tell people, try to get out of the thinking mind if you're faced with a decision like, should I eat? Should I not eat? Should I have liquids? Should I have food? Should I fast? Should I do this? It's like, what does your intuition tell you? What is your body telling you? If you're even questioning it, look at that.
Right.
Probably an answer right there. But really moving, using the knowledge of your body. Your body is so intelligent and so wise. And you can use your higher mind. I call it the higher mind, the diamond mind versus that human mind, the ego mind, which wants to really make something happen really fast.
Right.
But use that higher mind, which is your intuitive knowledge, your intuitive wisdom, to make choices and navigate and receive information, higher information.
And see, we got to talk this way, you know, for myself. This is why I'm talking on this type of level down to earth, because this is a dangerous thing where people don't know what they're doing. A lot of people getting themselves hurt because they don't have the right concept. They're mixing that spiritual concept, hurt themselves, and that's not doing it justice. See, the spiritual practices of meditation is already out there, the technology. Really learn how to use it, and it does work when a person takes it seriously. Did we say this?
It's about not forcing, right?
Right.
Yeah, you want
to do it.
And saying that's what I'd want to, you know, we're running down to like about 4 minutes here. So if we're kind of wrapping up, maybe we'll do another one soon to kind of finish some of these thoughts. But, you know, that's what I want to say to people who are like interested in this lifestyle is just do the consistency of the practice. Don't force results, you know, like have, and as Elitom said, this is supposed to be, has been amazingly fun for me. This has been like the most tremendous thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Experienced moving into this, you know, and living this.
Right. And it works because I get calls all the time and it feels good when people saying, thank you, this has helped in my life. They're seeing the results and people are getting it more and more. And see, non-eating or being able to go long periods of time is a byproduct of your practice. It's a byproduct of your health. It'll be there and you will know it. If you don't know it, you're not there yet.
Right.
Just watch yourself grow and keep living your daily life. You're not trying to get out of daily life. Actually, just put you more in the life where you won't be talking spooky no more. You're still going to interact with people. You're still going to interact with people you work with, your livelihood, your family, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. We don't expect you to be up on a mountain somewhere all by yourself lonely.
You just react to them in a very different way. It's more energetic. It's more spiritual.
Absolutely.
High spiritual life where your higher self is connecting with their higher self. And it's not just, it's a whole different dimension of living, really.
Right.
It's easier, lighter. You're not
absolutely. Go ahead.
On your stuff as much because you can't energetically draw yourself that way when you get
absolutely
into it.
And how you're going to push yourself on this journey? Oh, sorry. How you going to push yourself on this journey to be something and you don't have the energy? This is what the point we're trying to make. This is all about how much energy your body can hold. And you only could do it through the practices of meditation. You also get it in sleep, but it comes through meditation. I straight up told you.
Ruth.
Oh, man. You'll have results. Meditation is powerful.
And guess what? It's best to meditate on an empty stomach.
Yeah. And you see how you put it together? It's best to meditate on an empty stomach. You start offshoot. Exactly. Then you start figuring it out. Oh, that's the technology. That's the technique.
That was part of my experience, both with sun gazing and with meditating. Is I just noticed I'd start digesting, but I could feel, my digestion.
Oh,
it's like the body goes into that rest and digest. And we're less than a minute, so we could go on. I so much appreciate this gathering of souls and bright spirits. I appreciate you both so much. And let's do another one soon and keep growing in the light, as Elitom would say.
Oh, man, this is awesome. Keep working with it.
Yes.
It will work.
It will work.
It does work. It will absolutely work. So thank you, everybody, for listening and joining us. Oh,
I love it.
Peace and blessings, everyone.
Peace and blessings.
Oh, man, that was